Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to online classes. So in this session I am going to discuss the next level of problems in basic concepts of chemistry. So that is first chapter in the first year course. In the last video up to level 2 we have completed. In this session I am going to discuss exemplar, previous questions and level 3 questions. Now I will start with the first one. Two students performed experiments and they have measured values. The real accurate value is 3 actually, but student A have taken a reading, so 3.01 and 2.99, and student B measured values for a same quantity 2 times, so that is 3.05 and 2.95. So what is the correct statement among the given options? That's what question. So first one is, results of both the students are neither accurate and nor precise. Neither accurate means there is a agreement with a true value. Agreement with a true value means the value must be very close to 3, then the result is named as accurate. If these two values are close, the closeness of values of same quantity called as a precision, also called as a precise. So these values are close and very close to the 3. These two close means precise, and these values are very nearer to the true value, that's why accurate also. It means results of both students, these two values are little away, that's why not precise, and not close to 3 also, that's why we cannot say. Results of both students are neither accurate nor precise, no, because A student got precise and accurate value. Results of student A are both precise and accurate. Yes, both are close, precise, and very nearer to which one, that is 3, value 3, that's why accurate. The right answer is option B, correct. Next bit. What will be the molarity of a solution which contains 5.585 grams of NaCl present in 500 ml of solution? Molarity formula is weight by gram molecular weight into 1000 by volume. Weight equal to 5.85. Gram molecular weight of NaCl, Na 23, Cl 35.5, totally 58.5 into 1000 by volume 500 ml. On solving this, so you will get your right answer. The right answer is 0.2 mole per liter. So option C, correct. Next bit. The number of atoms present in 1 mole of element is equals to Avogadro number. Which of the following element contains greatest number of atoms? Greatest number of atoms. Number of atoms means, for example, 4 grams helium, Avogadro number of helium atoms. Helium molar mass equal to totally 4 grams. They also given 4 grams. Molar mass of any component contains 1 Avogadro number of molecules. Here 1 Avogadro number, it means 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 helium atoms are present in 4 grams of helium, that is the meaning. So this is 1 Avogadro. Next, 46 grams of sodium. Generally molar mass of sodium is 23. 23 grams of sodium contains Avogadro number of sodium atoms. 46 grams of sodium contains totally 2 into Avogadro. It means 2 into 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 atoms. Similarly, calcium given. Calcium mass equal to 40 grams contains Avogadro number of calciums. 0.4 grams means, so 0.1 Avogadro number. It means 10 times decreases, 1 Avogadro decreases to 10, 0.1. Next, calcium it is. 12 grams of helium. Generally 4 grams of helium contains Avogadro number of helium molecule, because it is atomic mass of any element contains Avogadro number of atoms. Next, 12 grams of helium contains, so how much? 3 into Avogadro number. You just observe this, which is having more number? 3 into 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. It means 3 times to that of Avogadro number. The answer will be option D correct. Next, if the concentration of glucose in blood is 0.9 gram per liter inverse, that is per liter actually, what is the molarity? Molarity formula is weight by gram molecular weight into 1000 by volume, where weight equal to 0.9 grams. Gram molecular weight of glucose C6H12O6 equal to 180 grams. Each carbon carries 12, 6 12s. Each hydrogen carries 1, 12 ones. Each oxygen carries 16, 6 16s. Then volume equal to liter they mentioned, that is equal to 1000 milliliter. Molarity equal to 0.9 by 180 into 1000 by 1000. Then on solving you will get the answer here. Answer will be 0.005 molar. It is C correct option. Next bit. What will be the molality of the solution containing 18.25 grams of HCl gas in 500 grams of water? Molality, small m it is, weight by gram molecular weight into 1000 by volume of solvent in grams. It is the formula for molality, where weight equal to 18.25. Gram molecular weight of HCl is hydrogen 1, chlorine 35.5, totally 36.5. 36.5 into 1000 by the solvent mass, it means water mass given is 500 grams. So on solving this, so it becomes 2, and 2 into 18.25, it becomes how much? 36.5. Totally you will get 1 time it is. So 1 m. Small m indicates molality, capital M indicates molarity. We need molality small m, that's why answer is option D. What is the mass percentage of carbon in carbon dioxide? They gave carbon dioxide. Mass percentage of carbon equal to weight of carbon by weight of carbon dioxide into 100. It is the formula. In the CO2, 1 carbon is there, 1 carbon mass equal to 12 grams. Weight of CO2 means carbon 12, 2 oxygens 2 into 16, totally 32 plus 12, 44 into 100. So on solving this, 27.27%, option B, second option correct. Next, Empirical formula given and molecular mass also given 180, and find the molecular formula. Molecular formula equal to N into empirical formula, where N equal to molecular mass by empirical formula mass. Molecular mass by empirical formula mass. Empirical formula mass equal to CH2O, carbon 12, 2 hydrogens 2, 1 oxygen 16, 18, 12, 30 it is. N equal to molecular mass 180 by empirical formula mass 30, you will get 6. Then molecular formula equal to N value 6 into empirical formula CH2O. 6 ones say 6, 6 twos H12, 6 ones O6. Formula is C6H12O6. The right answer is option C. If the density of a solution is 3.12 gram per milliliter, of the mass of 1.5 ml of solution is, you know the formula for density equal to mass by volume, where density given is 3.12. Mass is your question, volume given is 1.5, where mass equal to 3.12 into 1.5. So on solving this, you will get 4.68. But the answer must be in significant figures. They are expecting your answer. Actually, this value 3 significant figures, this value 2 significant figures. The answer must be in the lowest number of significant figures. Here 2 significant, here 3 significant. This answer is wrong. The nearer answer is 4.7. Here 2 significant figures. So here 2, here 3. So answer must be equal to the value with the low significant figures. That's why 4.7 is your answer. Next, which of the following statements about a compound is correct? A molecule of a compound has atoms of different elements. Yes, if you take water, H2O, it contains hydrogen and oxygen, different elements, possible, right option. A compound cannot be separated into its constituent elements by physical methods of separation. A compound cannot be, yes, we cannot separate a compound by physical methods, simple techniques, difficult it is, correct. A compound retains the physical properties of its constituent elements, difficult it is, wrong option. H2 and oxygen combines, then gives water. Hydrogen gas, oxygen gas, but water is a liquid. It means properties are different, but they are telling that retains means the same. So that's why the incorrect option is C, right answer. The ratio of atoms of different elements in the compound is fixed, that is yes, correct option. Now I'll move to the previously asked questions. We discuss one by one. Now the first one is 25 cubic centimeter oxalic acid completely neutralized with 0.64 grams of sodium hydroxide. Molarity of oxalic acid is, so molarity of oxalic acid is, formula is moles by volume in liters. It is the formula. First of all, oxalic acid formula is COOH COOH reacts with 2 moles of NaOH, COONA COONA plus 2 moles of H2O. You should write a balanced equation first of all. So, this is 1 mole, it is 2 moles, right. So, now molarity we should calculate 0.64 grams of sodium hydroxide. Number of moles of NaOH equal to mass by molar mass. Mass given is 0.064. Molar mass of NaOH is 40. Molar mass of NaOH is 40. Then on solving this, you will get 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 3 moles of NaOH. Moles. 1 mole of oxalic acid, 2 moles of NaOH. Number of moles of oxalic acid, it is equal to half of the moles of which one, that is NaOH. Because it is 1, it is 2. It is half in the number of moles of NaOH. Understood? 1 it is 2, half of number of moles of NaOH. That is equal to half into number of moles of NaOH is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 3. That is equal to 0.8 into 10 to the power of minus 3 moles of oxalic acid. Oxalic acid, very, very important. NaOH 2 moles as per stoichiometric equation, oxalic acid 1 mole. As per the given data, NaOH 1.6, oxalic acid 0.8, half it is. Then molarity equal to, what is that? Moles by volume. Number of moles of oxalic acid, volume equal to 25 cubic centimeter, 25 milliliters, 25 into 10 to the power of minus 3 liters. Milliliters I converted into liters. So, this is taken as 1, formula number 1, it is 2 and it is 3. So, here 2 and 3 will be substituted in 1. Then you will get molarity equal to number of moles 0.8 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Volume 25 into 10 to the power of minus 3. So, on solving this, so you will get the right answer. The answer is 0.032. 0.032. Option B correct. Next, 10 grams of a mixture of CaO and BaO. Ten grams of mixture of CaO and BaO requires 100 ml of 2.5 molar of HCl to react completely. So, the percentage of calcium oxide in the mixture is approximately. Here students, you remember one thing. CaO and BaO reacts with NaOH. CaO and BaO given is totally 10 grams. Now, equivalence of CaO plus equivalence of BaO is equal to equivalence of NaOH. You should consider NaOH or HCl given, that is HCl, equivalence of HCl, right. It means BaO and CaO completely neutralized by HCl, both. So, now equivalent means mass by equivalent weight. Equivalence of CaO equal to mass by equivalent weight of CaO. So, mass given is, I am considering it as equivalence of CaO. The mass is considered as X, they did not give. Equivalent weight is equal to molar mass by n factor it is. So, X by Molar mass of CaO equal to calcium 40, oxygen 16. That is equal to 56 by. So here Ca plus 2, oxygen minus 2. It means 2 is the N factor. So then on solving this, you will get x by 28. It is right. Equivalence of CaO it is. Equivalence of BaO equal to mass by equivalent weight. That is equal to totally CaO plus BaO mass equal to 10 grams given in the question itself, right? CaO and BaO mass equal to 10 grams. CaO equal to x and BaO equal to 10 minus x by molar mass of this one equal to equivalent equal to. So on solving, totally you will get equivalent weight equal to 76.5. Equivalent weight equal to 76.5. So for barium 153, for oxygen, for barium 153, for oxygen 16, 9 it is, 6 it is 1. So 169 by 169. Here also molar mass by N factor 10 minus x by molar mass 169 by N factor will be 2. Ba plus 2, oxygen minus 2, that is why 2 N factor. Then you will get 10 minus x by 76.5. 76.5, it is 76 or 86 it will be. Barium 153, so 69 it is totally 86.5 it is. Okay, you take it 169 by 2, no issue that is. Now equalize this. Equivalence of HCl equal to molarity given. So 2.5 molar 100 centimeter cube. So you have to calculate equivalence, that is equal to N into 1000 by volume. N equal to 2.5 molarity. So by this you can calculate molarity equal to N by V. N you should calculate 2.5 in equal to N must calculate volume 100. So into 1000 milliliters. So N equal to 2.5 into 100 by 1000. So then you will get, so it is 2.5 into 0.1, that is equal to 0.25. And students, for HCl, molarity equal to normality, moles equal to equivalence, moles are equal to equivalence, because N factor equal to 1, only one H plus is there, that is why. So that is why these are simply equivalents of HCl. Moles I calculated, moles are equal to which one, that is equivalents, because N factor equal to 1. Now equalize all this. What are the equivalents of CaO? How much that is? X by 28 plus equivalents of BaO 10 minus x by 169 by 2. Yes, it is equal to equivalent of HCl equal to 0.25. On solving this step, you will get x value, where x value equal to 5.26 grams you will get. X means mass of CaO, that is mass of CaO, it is mass of CaO. Percentage of CaO equal to mass of CaO by total mass into 100. Mass of CaO equal to 5.26. CaO and BaO total mass equal to 10 grams into 100. On solving this, you will get 10 times 52.6 is the right answer. Okay, option C correct for this question. Next, question number 5. Okay, 0.30 grams of organic compound containing carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. 0.44 grams of CO2, 0.18 grams of H2O. If 1 mole of compound weighs 60 grams, and then molecular formula of a compound is number of moles of carbon equal to number of moles of CO2. CO2 indicates carbon, that is equal to here, okay, number of moles equal to mass of CO2 by molar mass of CO2. Mass given is 0.44 by molar mass of carbon dioxide equal to 44. Carbon 12 grams, 2 oxygens 32. So, on solving this you will get 0.01 moles of CO2 it is. Number of carbons. Number of hydrogens equal to number of H2Os actually. Mass of H2O by molar mass of H2O, same thing here, that is equal to mass 0.18, molar mass equal to 18. Molar mass equal to 18, oxygen 16, 2 hydrogens 2. And here observe 1 hydrogen, but in water how many hydrogens? 2 hydrogens. So, water contains 2 hydrogens, that is why it should be 2 times. Got it? On solving this, actually 0.001 you will get 0.02 moles of hydrogens. H2 means 0.001. H means 0.002, that is the meaning. Next, number of moles of oxygen equal to total minus, so total minus total mass of oxygen equal to total mass of organic compound minus mass of carbon plus mass of hydrogen. Clear it is? The rest part is oxygen. Total equal to how many? 0.30. Moles I got. Number of moles of carbon is 0.001. It means 1 mole of carbon weighs 12 grams. 0.001 means multiplication. So, 0.001 into 12 plus 1 mole of hydrogen weighs 1 gram, and totally how many moles are there? 0.002 moles. So, this is moles I converted into which one, that is mass. So, then you can find easily. So, on solving this you will get 0.16 grams of oxygen. Mass of oxygen I got. Moles, it means number of moles of oxygen equal to 0.16 by, it means formula is there, mass by molar mass, 0.16 by, so oxygen means 16 it is, 0.001 it is. Okay. So, moles of oxygen, moles of oxygen, moles of oxygen, moles of hydrogen, moles of carbon, right? We got moles directly. So, carbon, hydrogen, oxygens, moles are 0.001, 0.002, 0.00. 3 steps already completed. First mass divided by molar mass, you will get moles, that step onwards. Moles, which is a small value, that should be divided with all other values. So, 0.001 by 0.001, 0.002 by 0.001, 0.001 by 0.001. Divide all the moles with the smallest mole. You will get 1, 2, 1, C1H2O. The mass equal to carbon 12 plus 2 plus 16, that is equal to 30. So, total the value will be 30. 1 12 plus 2 1s plus 1 16, totally 30, that is right. Now, molecular formula equal to N into empirical formula. This is empirical formula. CH2O is empirical formula. Its mass is 30. N equal to molecular mass by empirical formula mass. Molecular mass equal to 60 given by 30. So, that is equal to 2. Okay. Then, molecular formula equal to N equal to 2 into empirical formula CH2, C2H4O2. Clear it is, C2H4O2 is the right answer. The option is D, correct option. Next. Number of oxygen atoms in 4.4 grams of CO2. Number of oxygen atoms in 4.4 grams. 44 grams of CO2 contains, 44 is the molar mass of CO2, carbon 12, oxygen 16, 2 oxygens, 2 16s plus 12, totally 44. So, 44 contains 2 moles, it means 2 oxygen atoms, it means 2 moles of oxygen atoms. 2 into 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 oxygen atoms, right. So, 4.44 contains how many grams this is? So, 4.44 into 2 into 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 by 44, 10 times it is, right. It will be how much? 22 left, 6 2's 12, that is 12 into 10 to the power of 22, 1.2 into 10 to the power of 23 it is. Answer will be option A, correct. Option A, correct. Okay. Next bit. If 3.01 into 10 to the power of 20 molecules are removed from the 98 milligrams of H2SO4, then number of moles of H2SO4 left are. How many number of moles of H2SO4 will be left? That is what your question. So, what is the data given? Observe carefully in the question. 98 grams H2SO4, hydrogens 2 are there, 2 grams, sulfur 32 plus 4 oxygens, 4 into 16, 64, totally 98 grams. 98 grams of H2SO4 contains 1 mole. 1 mole means 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 H2SO4 molecules, that is. 1 mole means Avogadro number. Okay. 98 milligrams, it is nothing but 98 into 10 to the power of minus 3 grams of H2SO4 contains how many molecules? 98 grams, it is 98 into 10 to the power of minus 3, that is equal to 98 milligrams. I am calculating first. So, finally 98 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into 023 into 10 to the power of 23 by 98 grams, it is cancelled here. 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23, 20 H2SO4 molecules. H2SO4 molecules present in 9.8 milligrams of which one, that is 98 milligrams of H2SO4. So, now among these 3.01 into 10 to the power of 20 H2SO4 molecules were removed. So, removed are totally 3.01 into 10 to the power of 20. Removed these. So, after removal how much left? 3.0 something into 10 to the power of 20. 20 is a common term, remember, you have to consider like this, 20 left here. Okay. So, these are molecules left. 1 mole equal to 6023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules. So, 3 into 10 to the power of 20 molecules are equal to how many moles? Convert the number of molecules into moles. So, 3 into 10 to the power of 20 by 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. So, it becomes 2 times. 1 by 2 means 0.5 into, here you will get 10 to the power of minus 3, then 0.00, so 0.5 you will get. So, 0.5 already given, no, it is actually left molecules. Okay, understood? You can take this step like this, 6.023 into 23 into 10 to the power of 20 minus 3.0 into 10 to the power of 20. 10 to the power of 20, 10 to the power of 20 common term. Directly I have taken this answer. This is converted into moles, 0.5 into 10 to the power of minus 3, that is. Next. The mass of AgCl precipitated when 11.7 grams of NaCl added to a solution of 3.4 grams of AgNO3. AgNO3 plus NaCl gives rise to AgCl plus NaNO3. It is what? So, actually this mass equal to Ag will be 108, nitrogen 14, 3 16s 48, total mass you will get is 170 grams it is. NaCl, sodium 23, chlorine 35.5, totally 58.5. AgCl 108 Ag 35.5, which one, that is chlorine, totally the mass will be 143.5 it is. They did not give any data about the NaNO3, you leave it, no problem. So, in the question itself they gave that. So, the mass of AgCl precipitated equal to how much? If 11.70 grams of NaCl added to 3.4 grams of AgNO3. So, this is a small amount when compared with this one, obviously it is limiting reagent. So, the product formation is only depending upon the limiting reagent, but not on the excess reagent, clear? So, that is equal to, So 170 grams of AgNO3 gives 143.5 grams of AgCl, and 3.4 grams of AgNO3 produces how many grams of AgCl? Then 3.4 into 143.5 by 170 grams. On solving this, so you will get the answer. The answer is 2.87 grams. 87 grams it is. Option C correct. Okay. Next. Okay students, so we'll move to the next level, that is level 3. So the first bit is metal X forms two oxides. Formula of first oxide is XO2. So the first oxide contains 50% of oxygen. If the second oxide contains 60% of oxygen, so the formula of the second oxide is, so XO2 is the formula, it is the first oxide. So it contains 50%, it contains 50% of oxygen, it is 50%. Okay. Now it is the first oxide given. Next, so we need to calculate the molar mass of metal X. So mass of oxide equal to mass of oxide equal to mass of metal plus mass of oxygen. So this is what mass of metal, I don't know X. Mass of oxygen in this is 2 oxygens are there, that's why 2 16s 32. So this is mass of metal oxide equal to X plus 32. So we don't know that is. Mass percentage of metal equal to mass percentage of metal equal to 50% as per this data. Next, mass percentage, how will you calculate? Mass of metal by mass of metal oxide, it means total mass, into 100. That is equal to how much given in the question? 50%. Mass of metal is indicated as X. Mass of metal oxide indicated as, what is that? Mass of metal oxide is X plus 32. X plus 32. It is equal to into 100, 50. So X by X plus 32 equal to 50 by 100, that is equal to 1 by 2. Then on solving this, so you will get X value. X value will be, it is 2X, so X plus 32. So that is equal to 2X equal to X plus 32, it is 2X minus X equal to 32, where X equal to 32 grams. It is molar mass of metal. Clear? Molar mass of metal. Second oxide, if you consider second oxide, we need a second oxide formula. One is metal, another one is oxygen, metal oxide. In question they considered as XO. Okay. Second oxide, 60% of oxygen, the left equal to 40. So mass is nothing but percentage is considered as grams. Mass by molar mass, mass by molar mass. Mass by molar mass equal to 32 I calculated. So mass 60 by molar mass of 1 oxygen equal to 16. So on solving this, you will get 1.25, 3.25 it is, 1.25, 3.75 it is. Among this, the smaller value is 1.25. So then you can 1.25 by 1.25, 3.75 by 1.25. Then it is 1, it is 3 times. Then M1O3, X1O3, X03 is the right answer. It is answer option 2 correct. Next bit. Okay, next bit. The sulfur dioxide obtained by the combustion of 8 grams of sulfur is passed into bromine water. Sulfur plus oxygen gives rise to sulfur dioxide. Generally, sulfur 32 grams, 32 plus 32, sulfur dioxide is totally 64 grams. But they gave only 8 grams in the question. It is 8 grams of sulfur. How much it is? 8 into 64 by 32. So that is equal to 2 times 16 grams of SO2 it is, formed by the 8 grams of sulfur as per the data given. The solution is then titrated with a barium chloride solution. The amount of barium sulfate formed is, and SO2 plus barium sulfate, okay, barium chloride, then gives rise to barium sulfate. So again byproduct is HCl will be formed, that's okay. So now you just observe, it is 64 grams. For that 1 mole of barium sulfate is formed. But here 16 grams gives how many moles? 16 into 1 by 64, that is equal to 1 by 4, 0.25 grams. Gram mole is nothing but mole simply, right? Next bit. In the reaction N plus MnO4 minus gives rise to A plus 5 and Mn plus 2. 0.05 moles of An plus is oxidized by 0.02 moles of MnO4 minus. The value of N is, yes, An plus MnO4 minus gives rise to A5 plus Mn plus 2. It is what? MnO4, 4 oxygens carries minus 2, 4 into minus 2, minus 8. Minus 8, 1 must be removed, minus 7. Minus 7 must be equal to 0, that is plus 7. Plus 7 is converted into plus 2. It means how many electrons gained here? 5 electrons, right? Gaining means reduction. So obviously it becomes oxidation. Oxidation means losing electrons. Losing means positive charge increases, low positive to high positive. It means it is low positive, it is high positive. The N value must be less than that of which one? 5 value. But this value will be higher than that of this value. It is oxidized, it is reduced. Oxidized means low positive to high positive. Low N value to high plus 5 value. N value must be lower than that of plus 5 value. It is very, very important. Now, how do you get here? MnO4 minus 0.05, 0.02 moles. If it is 1 mole, 1 mole of MnO4 minus means how many electrons we are getting? 7 minus 2. Then only 5 electrons I am getting. Total is 0.02 moles. That is equal to 0.02 into 5. That is equal to 0.10 it is, right? Now, these are the oxidized by 0.02. It is oxidized moles, oxidized. Reduced moles, yes, is oxidized by 0.02 moles. It means AN plus is oxidized by MnO4. MnO4 is reduction, no? Reduction moles it is. Next, on oxidation, 1 mole of AN plus converted into which one, that is A plus 5. Okay. Change, how I get the change? Higher minus lower, 7 minus 2. Similarly, higher value will be plus 5, lower value will be N. It means 5 minus N for 1 mole. So, how many moles are there totally here? 0.05 moles. Okay, 0.05 moles of AN plus contains 0.05 into 5 into 5 minus N, 0.25 minus 0.05 N. Okay, na? This is, now it is oxidation. Reduction electrons are equal to oxidation electrons. Reduction electrons are 0.10, oxidation 0.25 minus 0.05 N. So, on solving this you will get N, where N equal to 3. On solving you will get N, the N value will be 3. Option C correct. You will come to know your answer is right or wrong. It is oxidation means low positive to high positive. It means this value will be lower than that of plus 5. It is lower than that of plus 5. It means plus 3. It means plus 3 to plus 5. Increase in oxidation. That is why it is called oxidation. 50 volumes of gas X mixed with 70 volumes of oxygen. After explosion, the gas is passed through KOH. 45 volumes of oxygen gas is left. What is X? Actually, if you consider X, explosion taking place means explosion is possible by CO gas only, then answer will be CO, not N2 oxygen and CO2. CO is a carbon monoxide, dangerous gas, poisonous gas. So, 2CO plus O2 gives rise to 2CO2. It is dissolved in KOH, passed through KOH, oxygen gas. After explosion, gas passed through KOH. So, you can pass through KOH, then there is a reaction K2CO3 plus H2O will be formed. So, in the beginning X is 70 volumes of X, it means it is 70 volumes of oxygen taken. 70 volumes means it is excess, no? So, answer will be CO. By looking directly also you can say the right answer. Next, 5 grams of crystalline salt rendered anhydrous lost. Anhydrous lost means water is eliminated, something, that is 1.89 grams. Formula weight of anhydrous salt is 160 and the number of water molecules of crystallization is. Now, so first of all, total mass of salt equal to 5 grams given. So, anhydrous loss means water lost equal to 1.89. Now, salt left equal to 5 minus 1.89, that is equal to 3 point. So, the left equal to 3.2 grams it is, 3.2 grams. The meaning is the salt mass is 3.2, water is 1.8. So, totally how many grams? 5 grams. When I heated, 1.8 grams will be removed as a water and the left equal to 3.2 grams. Clear it is? Then moles of salt equal to mass by molar mass. Mass 3.2 by molar mass given is 160. That is equal to how much? So on solving this you will get 0.02 moles. 0.02 moles of salt. Moles of water lost is mass by molar mass. Mass of water lost is 1.89 by 18 grams. On solving this, so you will get 0.1 roughly moles it is. Okay. You should consider ratio of H2O2, ratio of H2O2, what is that? Salt. H2O 0.1, salt 0.02. How many times it is? 5 times 5:1. 5 means water moles, it is salt moles. For 1 mole of salt, how many moles of water will be removed? 5 moles. It means 5 moles of water is present in a particular crystallization process. So crystallization. So answer will be 4th option is the right answer. Okay. So these are the bits. So we'll continue in our next video.